Hey there, I'm MrLeftTurn and welcome to my favorite race shop. So, as I stated back in my Spice Up Your Life review, I loved the concept and execution of the Cutie Map back in Season 5. Is it a plot device to kickstart certain episodes? Yeah, but so were the mission briefings for Michael Knight and Kit and Knight Rider, and that was a great show. But, now that the map has made a rather grand return for Season 6 after being rendered an ordinary table for 11 episodes because of Starlight, I'm thrilled to see where it'll send certain members of the main 6 this season. However, there are a couple things I'd like to see out of the Cutie Map this season, and I'm only talking specifically about episodes that have the main 6 visit different locations because of the map. If they're visiting for a different reason and they come across a friendship problem to fix on their own, then it's a completely different matter. For one thing, I don't want to see the map send the characters to Canterlot again. Spice Up Your Life gets a pass, A, because the episode has already happened and there's nothing we can do about it. And B, we've been to Canterlot numerous times, and while I do love getting to visit the Regal City from time to time, I prefer a predetermined reason for characters to be visiting Celestia and Luna's home rather than the map sending the main 6 there. Besides, Canterlot is just a train ride away and even within flying distance for Rainbow Dash and Twilight, so they can receive a letter from either Luna or Celestia and be over there pretty easily. Another thing about the map I'd like to see is send the ponies to places we've rarely seen, which means Manhattan would probably be a city I don't want to see the map send the main 6 to. Yeah, the 2 Manhattan episodes we've gotten thus far in Season 6 are amazing, but think about that. We've already been to Manhattan twice in the 12 episodes of Season 6. In fact, the Saddle Row review could have been moved toward the end of the season and the episode wouldn't have been negatively affected by it at all. For locations I'd like to see a return to, I'd love to see Griffinstone again. Maybe Rainbow and Pinky or even a different main 6 pair could be sent and we can see either a halfway rebuilt Griffinstone or fully rebuilt and thriving Griffinstone. And even though his last appearance was kind of meh, I think a third trip to see Brayburn and Appaloosa could provide an interesting subplot for Starlight if she would be allowed to tag along. Appaloosa is mainly a simple little western village. Starlight could feel a little uneasy about being in another village despite making amends with her former villagers in the Season 5 finale. Besides, I kind of want Brayburn to get a little redemption for being used as a cliché in Appaloosa's Most Wanted. And how about this? What if Pinky's sisters have a fight? She and someone else can go on a trip to her family's rock farm. Even though we got a whole episode in Season 5 that took place on the Pie family rock farm, I'd really like to see how possibly Fluttershy and Marble Pie could get along, or if Rainbow Dash and Limestone could butt heads with their more abrasive personalities. Returning to places we rarely get to see is a treat. We could possibly get to see new locations in these places and get a better feel for what it's like to live there. The final point I'd like to see from the Cutie Map is go to places we have never seen or places that we've been to but the map itself has yet to send the main 6 to. I'm sure, at least hopefully, I'm not the only one that wants to see Las Pegasus. Now, I'm not too sure if Las Pegasus is a pun on Los Angeles or Las Vegas, so if someone could clear that up for me, that'd be great. Although, I'd much prefer it to be a spin on Las Vegas since I've been to Sin City 4 times. But how about Applewood? A pair of the main 6 could be sent to help a famous pony movie star on set of, say, a Daring Do film, and then we could have Daring Do make a return who's helping to direct the movie. Heck, there could even be jokes foreshadowing the 2017 MLP movie. What about Baltimore, Vancouver, or Philadelphia? I'm not sure if those 3 cities would be too terribly interesting, but hey, at least they'd be new locations, and I'm sure the writers could come up with clever plots to use in the cities. Now, as for places we've seen but the map itself has yet to send the main 6, what about Cloudsdale? Imagine Twilight and Rainbow Dash helping solve some sort of case in the city that involves the Wonderbolts. And maybe it turns out that Lightning Dust is trying to get revenge for being kicked out of the academy. Or maybe she's working as a janitor or a waitress somewhere trying to make ends meet, and Rainbow Dash and Twilight help her get a second chance at a shot in the Wonderbolts. Even the Crystal Empire I'd love to revisit courtesy of the map. You could have an episode where Applejack and Fluttershy, which is honestly an episode I've always wanted to see, get summoned to the Crystal Empire for whatever reason. Maybe a pair of siblings are having trouble running a business. One could be injured and Fluttershy helps care for them while the other is lazy and Applejack has to get them in the working spirit or else the business will go under. And there could be a few jokes about Twilight quietly muttering to herself about not being chosen to see her family, and maybe she could even pack a half dozen cameras into AJ and Fluttershy's bag, politely suggesting, "Just a few pictures of Cadence, Shining Armor, and Flurry Heart for my album." I do also have a story idea for an episode that takes place in Las Pegasus. Firstly, have Pinkie be one of the main 6 that gets summoned, and Fluttershy be the second. Yeah, meek little Fluttershy in a place like Las Pegasus does sound like it could be interesting with how in-your-face the city is, even more so than Manhattan. However, here's a twist. Fluttershy is sick or injured and someone has to take her place. Who would I pick to be Fluttershy's alternate? None other than the spirit of chaos himself. Just imagine an episode that has Pinkie Pie and Discord headlining. I mean, the comedic possibilities could be endless with these two, especially with how Pinkie is more in tune with Discord as Make New Friends but Keep Discord showed. Also, Las Vegas is known for its entertainment, like magic shows, rock and roll shows, and other forms of entertainment that MLP cannot tackle. You know, both Pinkie and Discord love to put on shows just for the hell of it. These two could possibly help a down-on-their-luck entertainer find the spotlight again, or maybe get a rock and roll band back together with a famous band guest starring in the episode. And again, the sheer comedic possibilities between a Pinkie and Discord episode are endless, especially with how Pinkie kinda freaks Discord out. So those are my thoughts on how I'd like to see the Cutie Map used in Season 6 and beyond, and even a few possible episode ideas thrown in. The map may be a plot device, but honestly it's such a good one that offers endless possibility to expand upon the world of Equestria. However, how would you like to see the map used, and what are some locations you'd like to see the main 6 visit? I'm MrLeftTurn. I'll see you when I get back from the track.